Hi, Caitlin. Welcome to our 2017 Skype session series. You're with SUNY Albany. We're really excited that you were willing to participate in this new age technology. So we're real excited here to hear about Albany, and we have Isabel Sepulveda-Scanlon, who's our community liaison. One of the things that she does here, I don't know how familiar you are with Southampton. We are a very diverse school. It's not the Hamptons that people think. So we have about 40% of our student population is Hispanic.
Yes.
And we have, again, hovering around that number, free and reduced lunch. So we have a very mixed population of students. So one of the things that's really wonderful is we have a large portion in the high school that Isabel is able to do some outreach and make some connections with those families. So we have two other community liaisons. We also have a fully functioning wet lab where we are raising all kinds of aquamarine life, and students are doing research on sharks. They're tagging sharks and doing some research out on the East End, and doing some efforts to reinforce some of the marshes by growing plant life. And we've started to market. We have an aquarist. I don't know if I said that right. Aquarist. I always get it wrong. And we're actually selling some of our fish to different aquariums. We also have a planetarium, and we have a dual language program. Each one of the schools in our district is an international Spanish academy. So our students, the students who participate in this, have about 25% of their day is taught completely in Spanish. So those students who participate in that, when they graduate, they will graduate with around 10 credits of foreign language. So, and they really are fully biliterate in Spanish. So, just a little bit about us.
Oh, absolutely. And thankfully enough, you guys have given me the opportunity this past fall to come and do a visit with you.
Oh,
so
great.
I think it's some fantastic students this past fall. I'm very happy to be with you.
Oh, great. Thank you. So, now it's all about you.
So just to kind of give a little feedback of, I guess, who we are and what we do. So with the University at Albany, we are one of the many. With that being said, we are one of the 4 university centers. Being one of the university centers means that we have strong focus on master's and doctoral research. We are considered a tier 1 research institute, so what that means that we are at the highest level of research that is being conducted at the lead. So for many of the students who come to our university and come to study with us, there is a forefront that they are looking for, which is traditionally that research background. It's not to say that the only reason that
we're having a little. There's a little interruption, which I feel like I want to.
Let's see. I'm gonna close the laptop just to see if there's any. Is that a little bit clearer? Maybe there was some static from the laptop.
Yeah, maybe. If you keep going, we're missing like every couple of words or so.
You know what? I'll slow down talking. That way, hopefully, it picks it up. I might be talking a little bit too quickly.
Okay.
That we can do that.
Okay.
But as far as for why students are choosing university at there are many different reasons. It's because we offer many different programs. So on our website, we are able to access the list of over 150 honors that students are awarded the opportunity to study at our university. Many of them are based around. However, we also have our affiliation with Albany Law, Albany Med, SUNY Upstate Medical Center, Stage Graduate Program, as well as other institutions such as University of Buffalo for our free medical program, Albany College of Pharmacy for our free pharmacy program. So many of our programs span beyond just school. So when students are thinking about what they want to do, what they want to study, where they see themselves beyond 4 years, we're thankful enough that in our institution, explore that option with them, have that. Because we know beyond just 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
We want to make sure that we're aware of what those options are out there. As far as the university itself, we are in, obviously, which affords us the luxury of field ability, many opportunities in historical options, museums, landmarks. We all park in the backyard of senators, legislators, the governor's office, which allows for many internship opportunities, well as opportunities for advancing.
Mm-hmm.
So because of where we are located, we have three different campuses. Our main campus, which is located right outside the city of Albany. We have our downtown campus, as well as our health sciences. There's transportation allowed all three campuses, but it allows students to explore different areas within the city of Albany.
Okay, great. Okay, it's a little bit better.
Are you hearing me a little bit better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. I mean,
Okay.
you know what, when we're done, what I always do is I'll post it to our website and you can take a look at it. So I think it's most important that students are able to get the information. So if, you know, as long, you know, because it's visual, which is great, maybe some of the words that fade out, they can see because it's continuing with your, reading your lips, maybe? So we'll see.
We'll give it a shot.
Okay.
So as far as for the total enrollment, so the size of the university,
Mm-hmm.
traditionally enroll a little over 13,000 undergraduate students, with around 4,000 graduates.
Okay.
As far as for obviously being considered a medium-sized university, however, still one of the larger schools, we do still have a small class.
Okay.
Our class size is around 26 students. Our student-to-teacher ratio is about 1 to 20. So very equivalent with the
Mm-hmm.
However, it's not just we absolutely post those. We do offer a small alternate class elect.
Okay. I didn't hear that at all.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
I apologize. You want me to sign? Let me see. I'm going to try a different part of the room.
Okay.
Maybe. If there's a poor connection, maybe.
Right.
Better. So just to highlight a few of the new programs.
Okay.
At this fall, we have had 4 brand new programs join us at the university. Our Homeland Security, Emergency Preparedness, and Cybersecurity programs are actually the only programs of its kind nationwide. So for students who are looking into criminal justice,
Mm-hmm.
however, are looking for more of a focus on the federal branches, such as Secret Service, FBI, CIA, they actually have the opportunity to study those core concepts, such as anti-terrorism, human trafficking, so more themes that you would actually see in those federal branches.
Right, okay.
We are still nationally ranked number 2 for criminal justice, so we still see students that flock nationwide specifically for that program. However, many of our students are now considering these as an option because many of our faculty specific to that program are currently still active in that field.
Okay.
Classes are taking place in the federal building.
How great.
They're getting a very different type of experience when learning about that type of
Mm-hmm.
curriculum. Our new School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, so what used to be the old Albany High School in the city of Albany,
Mm-hmm.
now since been purchased by the university, we renovated the facility, and now it is the brand new home of the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences.
Oh, great.
This currently houses our computer engineering programs. However, the projection for the university is to have 6 undergraduate programs in engineering and 4 graduate level programs in engineering within the next 5 years. So there will be a lot of growth and projected growth that we'll see within this curriculum.
Okay, great.
Number 3 is going to be human development. So for the university system, so the university centers, we traditionally do not offer education at the 4-year level. Experience to offer a 5-year accelerated program. So where in 5 years you would be receiving both a bachelor's as well as a master's degree in education. It trims that year off of their studies.
That's great.
Traditionally, we've never been able to host it at the undergraduate level. So with human development, this is the first program through the School of Education that is being housed at the undergraduate level.
Oh, great.
Many students are studying anywhere from counseling, psychology, educational philosophy, and more so the adolescent and childhood development at the cranial and cerebral level. So it's very interesting study work that mentally and physically prepares them for working with the population if they are thinking or if they're thinking somewhere in that field.
Okay, great.
Our 4th program is going to be our pre-pharmacy program. Our pre-pharmacy program, as I stated earlier, is linked with Albany College of Pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
Albany College of Pharmacy is a private company, a private university University, I should say. So when students are starting with us, on to Albany College of Pharmacy, they're getting that affordability and quality for the first 4 years, affording them the opportunity to get their PharmD degree at the private university level when expanding on their degree.
Okay, great.
4 brand new programs as of this fall. We've actually seen an increase of over 800 applications in our cycle this year, which has been very exciting because for many of those students, it's now giving them the opportunity to explore as an option. So we're very excited to see not just the growth in programs, but also the growth in applications and hopefully the growth of what our classes will be looking at.
Right. Which is a great indication that your marketing has been working so that people are aware of some of the new programs.
Yes. So we're very fortunate now, based on my position as well as the position that the university has taken within growing our markets, we do have more resources and more outreach within many parts of the state. So it really is benefiting not just the students on Long Island, but the students within the state of New York and nationwide.
Okay, great.
So very happy to see that.
Yes, that's great. So what's the academic profile that you're looking for?
The traditional student that we see academically, if we're talking averages, is going to be around an average GPA of a 91, an average SAT on the new SAT score of around a 1200 out of 1600 scoring, or around a 26 ACT composite score.
Okay.
Now, on a sliding scale at the university. So what that means is the higher your GPA is, the lower we can go on your standardized exam score.
Okay.
The higher your standardized exam score, the lower we can go on your GPA. It just has to balance itself out.
Right. Now with GPA, do you recalculate GPAs and choose only core subjects? How do you do it?
So we are going to look at the overall GPA for general admission into university. If looking at 2 particular areas, School of Business or Honors College, the cores do get recalculated.
Okay.
Our School of Business programs being as competitive as they are, and to just give you some background on our School of Business, we are actually only one of 2 universities in the state of New York that is dual accredited by AACSB in both business and accounting.
Oh, great.
So for our School of Business students who are interested in coming in as a freshman student, we have what's called direct admission.
Oh, okay.
If they are eligible for direct admission, they do need to score within a core GPA of a 92 GPA or higher, and traditionally are looking around a 1320 on the SAT or ACT scores.
Okay.
Composite-wise, for around a 30 on the ACT composite number.
Okay.
And that's when they would be recalculating that core. Similar concept for our Honors College as well. Core is recalculated to have the 5 major concepts, which is going to be your foreign language, your math, your science, your English,
social studies.
Social studies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So under general admission, you just take the grade point average that's on the transcript, pretty much.
Correct. As far overall. Now, when evaluating that, obviously that GPA, we are going to be looking at any AP, IB, or college level classes. We're looking at any honors distinctions that could have been attached to any of that curriculum. We're also looking at the interests and the values of that student that are registering for those classes. So if they are seeking out one of our particular programs, such as computer science or computer engineering, and we see that they take B++ and maybe have attended a BOCES program that would inform them of more options, it gives us more insight and background to the student's interest and obviously moving forward with 4 years in that field.
Right, that makes sense.
Take curriculum into consideration as well.
Okay, great. How about athletics? Can you talk a little bit about athletics?
Absolutely. So we are NCAA Division I. With that does come some specific academic as well as recruitment requirements. So for any student that is thinking of going D1, which is considered Division I, you would start in, for our system, either sophomore or junior year. You would be going into the eligibilitycenter.org website to make your academic profile. That profile will allow us to know whether or not you meet the eligibility requirements of Division I. If deemed academically eligible, you are able to then go onto our website, fill in the questionnaire form that's located on our athletics homepage to begin that form of communication with the coaches.
Okay.
There are certain periods of communication that are eligible and ineligible as far as that goes. So there are times of the year that you are eligible to recruit and speak with the coaches, and they make you aware of that moving forward.
Okay. So what is life like on the weekends at Albany?
Well, we're very fortunate because of where our location is to say that there is a lot of life on campus for our students. Traditionally speaking, for our freshman and sophomore students, they are required to reside on campus their first 2
Oh,
years.
good.
They can choose to move off campus their sophomore, junior, or senior year if they so choose. However, they would annually reapply for housing. Now,
Okay.
because of the city of Albany being a little bit more affordable of an option, certain areas on Long Island, very enticing for many students to consider it as an option. However, many of the arm's reach opportunities for many of the students looking to live off campus still come onto campus during the weekends due to different functions such as clubs and organizations, different formal opportunities, workshops, resume critiquings. So many of the things that not only our university itself hosts on the weekend, but the city of Albany hosts really keep our students enticed and really give them different opportunities to explore. So we're very fortunate to say that many of our students, as much as we give the accessibility to have the affordability to come home on the weekends, traditionally they don't because they don't have enough time. There's a lot to do, there's a lot to be done, and it's beyond the studying aspect of what needs to get done.
Right.
It's the exploration process of learning at your college years.
Oh, definitely. There's definitely a lot of value in that. So, kind of dovetailing off of that, what can you talk a little bit about internship opportunities?
Absolutely. So we do have an Office of Career Services on campus. So when freshman students, so seniors who have now deposited with us starting into their freshman year, come through, they first attend what's called orientation. Orientation is, excuse me, a 2-day event of college and summer season where they would be meeting with many different departments on campus. Their first exposure to the Career Services Center is during orientation. And it doesn't stop there. It continues there for the next 4 years of the that preparation guides you through the process of not only developing, as I discussed before, the resume critiquing, but also holding mock interviews, doing different workshops, and a lot of career exploration process happens in their office. Many students are undecided. Undecided is one of the most popular majors out there.
Yes.
So one of the big things freshman students are doing is exploring those options and trying to find what they find interesting, what their hobbies might be, what their niche might be. So your freshman year is a lot of that development. Now our Career Center helps you develop and foster those ideas and kind of guide you in those directions. And with internships and volunteer work, there's a great joint program that we really host for such a great population of students that are looking to take advantage of these services to help them make those decisions, help them guide.
That's great. It's so important to have that real life experience.
Exactly. And sometimes you don't know what an option in a field is until you explore it firsthand.
Right, absolutely. How about opportunities to study abroad? I mean, obviously, because you're part of the SUNY system, I would assume that that entire database, if you will, of study abroad options are available.
Yes, so what's nice is that I can speak on behalf of all SUNY campuses. So all 64 SUNY campuses work together with study abroad. So what that means is that you can be a UA student, University of Albany student, attending any SUNY campus for study abroad. So we are hosting 40 different locations as of this term. However, if a student, for example, wanted to study in Italy, and maybe we weren't offering that semester, but say Binghamton is, say Fredonia is, say Oneonta is,
right,
be a UA student attending any one of those campuses for study abroad.
Okay.
If a Binghamton student wanted to study in Thailand, but perhaps Binghamton isn't offering Thailand, that Binghamton student can come to us and do study abroad. So you're still a UA student, you're still a Binghamton student, you're still a Fredonia student, but you have the accessibility to over 1,000 opportunities for study abroad each semester. Not many private universities, not many state systems have the extensive opportunity that students afford them for study abroad.
Right, that is a wonderful opportunity. What would you say are your most popular majors?
So as far as for most popular, as we discussed earlier with our School of Business, we are very well known for business in our community. So business always is at the forefront of what many students are seeking it out for. However, we are very well known for criminal justice as well. So as far as for being nationally ranked #2 for criminal justice and our brand new programs in Homeland Security,
absolutely, yeah,
we are very well known within this field and do see students that come from all over just seeking us out for criminal justice. Our engineering engineering program has become extremely popular since their infancy, starting as of last semester. So we're very fortunate to say that the growth in that program with just one semester has been seen, and it's very well known on campus that this is going to be something that we will definitely see students coming through in waves and groves. We definitely expect that as well.
Right, and that building also shows that you value it and that you're committed to growing the program.
Exactly. When you have the funds and you have the means and you're receiving the donations that we have been receiving to kind of grow this field and this opportunity, many students see that as, an intent of the university's dedication to that step.
Right.
So we're very fortunate for that. But I will say that psychology is still one of our largest, most popular majors. First, what psychology can offer a student, many parents, when we meet with them one-on-one, get very concerned sometimes with the study of psychology because it is very vague.
Right.
What can they do with a psychology degree, and where will they go, and will they have to go to grad school, will they have to get a PhD? And what we explain to parents is that with psychology in particular, and especially within our campus, it is a customizable course. So you can double major, you can major and minor, and you can really make psychology what you need. So whether or not you're thinking social work, if you're thinking sociology and concepts in those areas, there's so many different ways that you can be a psychology major with a minor in homeland security,
right,
to make yourself stand out in an applicant pool when in the future applying for internships and job opportunities.
Right.
You're looking into different focuses. Psychology does give you such a vast knowledge that we do want to help you kind of narrow your focus in that field, but it also helps you explore all the options in that field as well.
That's true.
So, as much as, we are always going to be known for business moving forward, psychology will still probably be one of the more popular majors.
Right. I think it always is. So what suggestions do you have for a fringe student, one who might be just a shade, even with the sliding scale, just below what you're looking for? Any specific recommendations?
Absolutely. So one of the strong focuses that our campus does take during the application process is going to be volunteer work and community service.
Okay.
We're a very strong, engaged campus. Many of our students are obviously taking it upon themselves to be included in community service and community events. However, it is also a university requirement of all of our 200 club organizations to complete a minimum of one community service act per semester. That's over 400 acts of community service done here. So when we see it at the high school level, it shows us that this student enjoys it. It's something that they enjoy to do. It's something that's not going to be obviously a chore for when they come up to college.
Right.
So we see it on the transcript, or we see it on the resume, or we see it in their personal statement. It shows us that this might be a good fit for them.
Okay, great.
The environment might be a good fit.
That's great. One of the things that we have recently, as our dual language program is evolving, we have built in a community service component to that, so that we have students who, as I said, are biliterate, to actually use those skills out in the community and come up with ways that they can serve and give back to the community. So, tying in service learning, but also utilizing the skills that they are so fortunate to have by the time they graduate.
That's fantastic, and that's exactly what we see our students doing up on campus. When you get hands-on experiences like this at the high school level, it only grows that interest at the collegiate level, and we absolutely enjoy it when we see students that are thriving in environments like that, because we know they'll thrive with us.
Right. It also makes for a nice student population when you have service-minded, altruistic values. It's going to make for a nice mix of a student body.
And one of the nice things too is that if you're looking at the city of Albany, now when I say city of Albany, it is not Manhattan.
Right.
Kind of clear that up sometimes. It is a very historical type of area. We have a lot of green space. But what's nice is that with the city community, the residents of the city of Albany, as well as the residents of our campus, the more community outreach we do, not just on campus, but beyond our campus doors, really develops a sense of bond with the residents of the city of Albany. So it's something that our initiatives that we've taken have really grown our relationship even stronger with them. And it's nice is that when you want a tech in the city of Albany, it's not just our campus that we're going to be utilizing, it's the other 19 colleges and universities in the city of Albany that we can also utilize for that. So we're very fortunate that when you're looking for a type of community and you're looking for that outreach or engagement, you have accessibility to not just our campus, but 19 other campuses as well.
It's an interesting. Oh no.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there you go.
Might have just had a little blip.
Oh, that's okay. Good, you're still there. So, what would you say is the best kept secret about Albany?
I think one of the best kept secrets about Albany is that as far as for getting that going away experience without having to go too far away, I think for Long Island residents in particular, what's nice is that you're still getting that in-state tuition, you're still getting that accessibility to getting a resident-like opportunity at college level, but still having the option, if you so choose, to come home on the weekends or see family and friends, and not making it, so to speak, a whole weekend trip, but a day trip. And it's very important for our students to say, you know, and I think sometimes it's the stigma of what you have with an upstate school, where it's so far, it's so cold, you have all these different things that I think people just assume. But when you come onto campus, you realize, wow, the weather is very similar to what I see here on Long Island. The location looks very similar to what I see at home. There's still a lot of green space, even though this is considered a city.
Right.
It's moving those stigmas away from what you would assume a campus would be, and stepping outside of those boundaries to see what a different type of opportunity can provide.
Right, and it's certainly a different kind of urban campus than compared to Manhattan. So anything else that you want to tell us about Albany? I think you've done a great job.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, as far as for in general, I just want to make sure everybody is aware that we do offer informational sessions Monday through Saturday. So if anyone is interested in coming up and taking a campus tour to seeing the place where you may be living, may be eating, may be working and learning, the best way that you can do that is by visiting. So
I agree.
We offer informational sessions, 3 sessions a day, Monday through Saturday. So when it is accessible for you, you would make a reservation right on our website. And it is very accessible to do so, and we would encourage you to do so.
Okay.
It usually starts with an informational session to counselor like myself, which include with a student guided tour. And the best advice and the best resource you can have when visiting the campus is the students that are right there.
Right.
Asking our students what is it like to be a UA student, what is it like to be a Great Dane, what is it like to sit at one of the football games, what is it like to sit in the lecture hall. The best questions you can ask and the best opinions you can get are the people who live it every day.
Right.
So if there are any questions or if there are any concerns or if you want to learn more, just outreach to us and we would be very easy to access that information and get you the information you're looking for.
Now, would you be the person that people from this area would reach out to?
Yes. So I am the contact point for all of students applying to the university from Nassau and Suffolk County. I also am the individual who reads all the applications from Nassau.
Very important.
So if you are applying from this region, or if you are considering the university from this region, I would be your point of contact, and I would also be the point of any questions or concerns throughout your application process.
Okay, great. That's fantastic. So thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
It's been fantastic. Thank you so much for having me. I'll see everybody soon.
Okay, thanks.